Hey, manager, did you need something? I was just about to clock in. I did, but go ahead and clock in while I talk because it's work related. Okay, yeah, totally. What's going on? Well, it's about your schedule for the next week. I know you're usually pretty flexible. Are you willing to talk about it? It depends on what you need. What are you talking about? So I have you having Sunday and Monday off. I actually really need you both Sunday and Monday, but I don't really have any other days off to give you. My next day off isn't until next Monday. You'd want me to work for 15 days straight. Sorry, 13 days? Yes, I know it sounds horrible. I mean, the shifts on Sunday and Monday would only be like 4 hours each just to get us through the dinner rush. And I'm so sorry. I just really need someone to work them. And you're like the only one with the availability those days. And you don't have them requested off. So I figured that maybe you'd be willing. If I do come into work, I reserve the right to be the first one off whenever we're slow. I want to be cut like as soon as we can. And if I'm a couple minutes late some days, you're going to need to overlook it because I'm going to be really tired. But obviously I don't want to leave you guys struggling or anything. Perfect. Thank you so much. I knew you'd be willing to help. Of course. Yeah, I gotcha. That Monday. All right. I am here for my short shift. Oh, amazing. I'm actually taking off for the day because I had some plans tonight, but you guys are going to do so good. Remember, you can leave as soon as the rush is over. Girl, you had some plans? Could you not have stayed to work this so I didn't have to come in and work all of these days? I mean, you kind of already agreed to it, and I usually don't work that late on these days. Mondays are my days I get off early. I get that, but if the store really needed help today. Look, it's fine. You'll be fine. I'm looking to hire some new people, so you should be back to your regular 30 hours a week really soon. I maybe got taken advantage of here, but it's whatever. That next Sunday, Mel's Friday. Hey, Mel. What, Charlie? Why do you have that look on your face? You look like you're about to ask me something, and I've been working for 13 days straight. I'm on my wit's end. What do you want? Well, I was just wondering if maybe you'd be available for a short shift tomorrow. You could still have your Tuesday off, but we could really use you for dinner tomorrow night. I'm sorry, girl, but no. I'm already not in a good mood. I know that I'm not going to be a good worker tomorrow. It would not be in your best interest for me to be here. I'm sorry, that kind of seems like a lame excuse. You're not going to be in a good mood. That will be 2 weeks straight of working. I need a day off. I need a day where I don't come in here or talk to anyone here. I need to not work. I have a life outside of here, fortunately enough, and it's been suffering, and I really just need to be at home. I've got to say, this is kind of disappointing. You were really willing to help last week, and now you're just not at all. I really need you tomorrow night, or they're going to be in the trenches. I understand that you need help tomorrow night, but you're going to have to ask someone else. I'm sorry, I'm not available to work tomorrow. Not available, but you just said you just wanted to be at home. Exactly, so I'm not available to you. I am not available to you at all. I'm sorry. I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday. Hey, Mel, how was your weekend? It was so good. A full 2 days off. I binge watched an entire show, and I went on 2 hikes. It was a great weekend. I am completely rejuvenated and ready to continue to suffer here. I heard that. Well, the new schedule's up if you want to look at it. I have some questions after you look. That's weird. Okay. I'm scheduled for 6 hours? What? Was your question why I have basically no hours? Yeah, I was wondering if you maybe felt burnt out and asked to not work much the next week, but I was given an extra like 25 hours. Which you're not complaining about. You're just a senior employee and all of them were the shifts that you usually work. So it was a little confusing. Yeah, that is actually incredibly confusing considering I'm a full-time employee. I've never had this low of hours. Even when I was training, I worked more than this. I thought it was weird too, but manager's in the office if you want to ask her about it. I do actually. Thanks. I will be right back. Hey, Charlie. Hi, Mel. Did you enjoy your weekend? I did. Thank you. Why do I only have 6 hours on the new schedule where you're trying to give me time to like recuperate from the long weeks? Recuperate from a regular work week? You made it fairly obvious that you don't want to be working a lot of hours, so I cut your hours so you're not working as much. That way you're not exhausted. Okay, there's a whole lot wrong with that sentence. A regular work week, 13 days in a row is not a regular work week. So yes, I did not agree to work that extra shift on my day off for the second week in a row. 6 hours? I cannot survive off of that. I don't know what you're doing here or what this attitude is about, but what the hell? I run most of your shifts. And now you're not going to because obviously you're too tired, right? You needed more time off, so I gave you time off. Okay, I'm letting you know right now that if I don't get more hours, I will be looking for another job expeditiously. I will not stay here. Yeah, good luck. There's no way you're going to find a new job when you need one. It's so bad out there. Just take a couple weeks with 6 hours and you'll be rejuvenated and then you can have your hours back. You're literally telling me that this is some kind of punishment. A few weeks at 6 hours, I will be homeless. It's not really my problem, is it? You didn't want to work so many hours and I fixed that for you and now you're working too little hours? I mean, what can I do to make you happy? I think that you know full well what the issue is with this, but okay. If that's how it's going to be, it's how it's going to be. I'm going to get back out there. Bye, thanks for checking in. Maybe that'll teach her to tell me no. I'm going to spend this whole shift scrolling Indeed. So what happened? Why do you have so little hours? She's retaliating against me for not being willing to work on my 14th day in a row, and I asked to just have my day off. I told her I couldn't work, and she's really upset about it. So she said I have to work for 6 hours for a couple weeks to rejuvenate or something. Are you serious? That's kind of crazy. Yes, it is. So I'm looking for something new. As you should. Hi there, my name is Mel. I'm here for the interview. Oh, amazing. I was just about to come sit down in the lobby. Hi there, my name is Jessica. Nice to meet you, Jessica. Thank you for getting me in so quick. Yeah, of course. Your work history is amazing, and you've been at your current job for 4 years. Can I ask why you're leaving there? In the interest of transparency, I worked 14 days in a row or 13 days in a row, and then my manager asked me to work another additional day just because she didn't want to stay later to help the crew, and I told her no because I really needed a day off, and then she cut me down to 6 hours a week for the foreseeable future because apparently I'm working too much and a whole bunch of other stuff, and she refuses to give me more hours, so she retaliated against me, and I'm looking for something new. Oh my goodness, I will never understand why people act like that. Like, you're a good worker. You sound like a good worker. Why would you alienate your good workers? Honestly, I have no idea, so it's in my best interest to just find something else. Since you're being transparent, I did ask because I called them for a reference, and they said they wouldn't hire you again if you applied. Which is insane, considering everything I do for her, but I should have known that she wasn't going to be nice about anyone calling for a reference. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. No, it's okay. I totally understand having to call for references. After the interview. Well, you did so well here. Good job. I think you'll be a great fit for the team. I have just the right hours that you wanted. You can have the days off that you wanted, and I think you're good to go. When do you want to start? Well, I'll put my 2 weeks in at my current job today, but I am only working 6 hours a week, so I can totally start training here. I'm only working, I think, Friday and Saturday for 3 hours per night. Okay, amazing. Then we'll see you maybe Sunday at open, like 7 a.m. we'll meet here. Yes, that totally works for me. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Of course, you're very welcome. I think you'll make a great addition to the team. Thank you. See you Sunday. See you Sunday. She was such a nice girl. What was that manager thinking? Friday night at the current job. Hi, Charlie, did you need something? You don't just get to come in and clock in. Come with me now, office. Okay, that's not the way you asked me to come to the office, by the way. No attitude from you. You're looking for other jobs. What is this? I get calls about references for you? You are not to be looking for another job. If you wanted more hours, you should have just said that. Are you forgetting the entire conversation we had? I told you I wanted more hours. I told you shouldn't have cut my hours. And I said if you weren't going to fix it, that I was going to find a different job because I need hours to survive. But I didn't know you were being serious. I thought you were just pitching a fit. If you want more hours, I'll give you more hours. But you can't just leave. I need you here. Unfortunately, I did find a new job. I started training for it this week, and I was going to put in my 2-week notice. So I guess you're making it kind of easy on me. Here's that. And I guess we're going to be done here. I gave you a warning. I'm really sorry that I'm going to leave you without a shift leader, but you should have cut my hours. I think you know that you shouldn't have done that. No, I don't accept this 2-week notice. No, you can't leave. Huh? You literally can't tell me that I'm quitting in 2 weeks. You have to accept a 2-week notice. I'm really being courteous giving it to you. I should have just left, honestly. You're not being courteous at all. You know I full well need you, and you're gonna leave over having some tantrum? I literally cut your hours for 1 week because you're working too much. You said so yourself, and now you're throwing a fit and quitting and leaving me in the trenches by myself? Okay, it's come to my attention that you are delusional. I am so sorry that this is the way this hashed out. Forget the 2-week notice. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I hope you have a great time. It shouldn't be too hard to cover the 6 hours of work I have this week, and we're just done here. We shouldn't do this. No, yeah, you have to work the 2 weeks. You just gave me a 2-week notice. I don't have to do shit. And honestly, that was just being nice to you. I shouldn't have been nice to you. You've shown me that this is a very toxic environment. You and I should not be working together. I'm going to go ahead and go. Have a great time, though. Bye. Wait, Mel, come back. No. At home. I guess I should text that new boss and tell her that I'm available literally whenever. Oh, a message from my new hire. They freaked out when she put in her 2-week notice. I mean, from the way that manager acted on the phone and what she told me, I guess I could have assumed that, but we can get her in quick, get her some good hours. Amazing. I let her know the problem, and I immediately get to work 25 hours this week. That'll be perfect. I'll be just fine. Let me grab my phone. Thank God I sleep on Do Not Disturb. What do you mean 25 missed calls from Charlie? Is someone dead? What are you... Nice of you to finally call me back. Look, I slept on it and I decided that maybe I can give you like a $2 raise for you staying. You really don't deserve one because of your attitude, but I'm willing to do it to try to keep you. The delusion knows no bounds, does it? That's really interesting. I mean, $2 is an okay amount, but I'm not going to work with you after all of this. An okay amount? A $2 raise is unheard of, basically. You'll be making the most here other than me. I was already making the most there other than you because I'm your only shift leader. And honestly, it's still not that much money, but I'm not working with you. I've told you this. I don't feel like we should work together. Okay, I can do like $3, but that's seriously the cutoff. You could do $20 an hour. You could offer me $45 an hour to flip burgers, and I still would not work with you. You need to find another shift leader, and also maybe go to therapy or something. You need to figure out what's going on. You overreact, like a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. Don't call me again unless there's something wrong with my check. There better be nothing wrong with my check, and I'll see you never. So have a good day. Hello, Mel? And everyone lived happily ever after, except for Charlie, who worked a lot of overtime in the coming weeks.